In June of 2009, the folks over at Retro Fighters announced a new controller called the Duelist. And what it was intended to do was to bring you some of the best of the Nintendo GameCube controller directly to the Nintendo Switch and give advantage to those who wanted to use it for games such as Super Smash Bros. 2 days later, Retro Fighters, well, they canceled their Kickstarter, and it was one of those, they went back to the drawing board as they got feedback from the community based on the preliminary launch of this controller and the announcement, and basically went back to try to refine it. Hey everybody, Gary here from Rock Solid Productions. Do want to welcome you to the channel. Now, we did cover the Duelist initially in 2020 and talked about some of the different features that it promised. Now, what Retro Fighters has done, like I mentioned, is they've gone ahead, they've retooled the Duelist, and it is now here in our hands. Now, a few changes right out of the box for you, no pun intended, which we will be doing an unboxing here. First and foremost, this is not going to be a Kickstarter anymore. It is going directly to retail stores. So anywhere where you can go ahead and get Retro Fighters products, we'll be able to get you one of these. CastleManiaGames.com, they will have them after the posting of this video, so make sure you check them out on a regular basis. We'll have more information for you on that a little bit later. So the Duelist, like I mentioned, is designed essentially for the Smash Brothers fans out there. The Smash Brothers fans love the GameCube controller for pretty much almost any version of Super Smash Brothers. And this promises to give you great ergonomics, great performance, but in that GameCube style controller. So what we're gonna do in this video, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna unbox this, we're gonna throw it on the bench, we're gonna see how it comes out of the box, we're gonna test the fit and finish, and we're gonna play some games with it too. Now, before we get to the unboxing part of this, what I wanna know from you in this episode is, when it comes to Super Smash Brothers, what is your favorite version of the game? The original, Melee, is it Super Smash Ultimate? Let me know down in the comments. Now what we're gonna do, like I mentioned, let's go hit the bench, take a look how this comes out of the box. So here we have the Duelist box on the bench. As you can see, the Retro Fighters logo. It does have that sort of telltale indigo, not gonna call it purple, it is an indigo color here on the Duelist controller. Up here you can see designed for the Switch and PC, so that's interesting as well. Another little side profile of the controller there. Nothing really on that side. On the back, the Retro Fighters Duelist wireless gamepad features an array of new features for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate gaming community. The Duelist is designed for comfort and ergonomics in mind, so it feels great in the hands and allows for easy access to all the buttons. The Duelist showcases an innovative take on the classic GameCube controller. Players can now perform their favorite smash or short hop attacks with the push of a new S button. And for players like me, I need that because I don't remember the moves because I just don't play it enough. The Retro Fighters Duelist gamepad features the latest in Bluetooth technology. Controller has a range up to 30 feet, so you can game from afar. Some of the other features that we have down here: ergonomic GameCube inspired gamepad for the Switch, made exclusively for Smash Bros. Ultimate. We'll try it with some other games. Larger A button, latest in Bluetooth. Features innovative S button, perform smash or short hop attacks with ease, dual Z triggers, lithium ion battery, turn on system directly from the controller. Yes, it's awake from, I love that. LED indicator and wireless range of 30 feet. Let's open it up. Love, love, love the color. Comes with a USB-C cable. Yep, USB-C cable for charging. Has your instruction manual. Controller itself, no keychain. Womp womp. So again, you can definitely see the inspiration from the GameCube, but also from the Brawler 64, I would say. Very similar analog stick. You do have an octagon style gate on both analog sticks here. D-pad, fairly firm, I would say. You do have your Y, X, and that's the S is the smash button that you have up there. And then you do have the ZL, ZR, L, and R. Triggers feel pretty, it's not spongy, but it definitely, there's resistance there, which is good. Those are definitely digital. Those are probably digital is what I'm gonna say. And you can probably see the LED, oh, you probably could have seen the LED, there you go. Kind of the Knight Rider style going back and forth there. Overall now, confession. I actually did some beta testing on this for them and providing some feedback, and I love the way that the beta tester that I had felt, and this feels very similar. Now, the one thing I wish they would do is the A and B buttons, they're very flat. Having some kind of convex or concave shaping to them would probably feel a little bit better so that you would know without looking. Now, granted, they are a larger size, and it may be something that for the Smash community, that flat button is going to be better so you can just fly, across without lifting and pushing a button. But overall, very comfortable. So at this point, what we're going to do, let's take a look at the manual. In the manual, just a nice little slip sheet about us, the goods, customer service. I can't tell you enough, if you ever have an issue with a Retro Fighters product, don't hesitate to reach out to them. And here's links to their social media. They have got customer service nailed. So if you have a problem, get in touch with them. They will take care of you. Setup to connect. Taking a look at the setup here to connect via Bluetooth. Turn on the system and enter the home screen. Select controller settings. Go to change grip order. Press and hold the controller back Bluetooth pairing button. There's the back Bluetooth pairing button. Press and hold the controller back Bluetooth pairing button for 3 seconds until the controller LEDs flash quickly in order. This means it's actively in pairing mode. Controller will connect to the system. Press L and R at the same time to finish pairing. Now you can also use the USB cable, connect to your system via the included USB-C cable, and your system will automatically connect, disconnect, and the corresponding LEDs will turn on. And also walks you through the steps for connecting to PC. Now what I want to see is if I have to do anything special to set up that S button. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's already like pre-set up. Okay, that's cool. So let's get to pairing, let's get to playing, and let's get to testing. So first things first, I've got my Pro controller here, and I'm going to use that to get down into the controller section. We are going to change grip order. Set that aside. Here is the Duelist. We're going to hold down the back pairing button. And don't know if that'll show up, but all of the lights are going through. It just popped up. That was really, really quick. Good to, yeah, good. So we are going to go to the home key and go into Smash. And I'm going to frustrate people who are really good at Smash because I am not. Button presses are seeming, very accurate. Got him. Did I limit? There we go. Pretty quick there. This is one of the things, for me, kind of irritates me about Smash is the fact that in a lot of ways it feels like mini games, and I'm not a mini game fan. That was with the Smash button, and it worked perfectly. Okay, I'm convinced. And yes, like I say, I've done some of the testing with them. I honestly didn't play a whole lot of Smash. Sorry about that, Robert. I played some, but I used it just as a regular controller, and that's one of the nice things is it does actually work really well just as a regular controller too. We'll do one more. We'll go up against Captain Falcon, see what we can do here. Got him, wow. Yeah, again, like I say, all of the button presses are working exactly like they should be. I guess I don't have a Smash built up yet. Got him! Okay, works well with Smash, which, I mean, it's what this is designed for. Let's check out some of the other titles that I have on my system too, just to see, can it work for more than just Smash? Yes, it can, but how well does it work? Because if it was only for Smash, like, why would you need a D-pad on here? Just some of the things to kind of keep in mind. So, home button, and let's try Street Fighter. And we'll jump in here with Ryu against Ken. One of the things I gotta check and see is how are the buttons mapped? Does it maintain my... Oh, got me in the taint. Got him. Struggled to do the dragon upper punch on that, so I'm gonna try the D-pad in this next match to see if I can get it using that. Got him. So the D-pad may be better. I know that a lot of hardcore Street Fighter fans cringe when I use the analog stick to play this. So rolling for the fireball, definitely easier I think with the analog stick, but doing the dragon uppercut was easier with the D-pad. Let's dive in here to Horizon Chase Turbo. Again, this, if you love racing games, if you like Rad Racer and why can I never remember the Master System, Outdrive, there we go. If you love Outdrive, this is a terrific game. Now, the one thing that I'm going to test on this is whether or not these are analog or digital. I am willing to put money on right now, just the feel, the throw. These are likely digital. So here we go, getting to the line here, and we're going to test, you know, again, analog or digital. They are digital. Which, like I say, not unexpected. Analog stick feels great on this. That is one of the things that I have always been a fan of what Retro Fighters has done with their analog sticks. No issues either, I will tell you, between the analog stick and the triggers. They have plenty of clearance there, something to keep in mind. I know people were, some people had issues with the very first version of the Brawler 64. That has been well since addressed and taken care of. Up to fourth. I'm missing everything on this. 2 laps to go. So like Gran Turismo, one of my most favorite series of all time. You know, I love simulation racing games. That is not what this is, but you know what? I absolutely love this title. All right, we're catching up to, oh, hit him in the rear end. We got 2 more boosts left. Up to second. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the win on this, but you never know. Ah, got me at the line. Okay, Horizon Chase Turbo worked great. What about NES games? Let's try the NES Online. Now the D-pad, I would say, almost reminds me more of something from like the Master System or the Genesis than a Nintendo one. But we're gonna try some Super Mario 2. And for this, I'm starting with just the D-pad. So controller works more like the dog bone, I would say at this point, where B and A are literally B and A. Screwed that one up. So far, so good. Besides me just making a stupid move as a player. I'm gonna switch to the analog stick just because the positioning for me a little bit more comfortable. Now, I know I mentioned this recently in one of our videos showing the Hudson controller for the Famicom, but one of the major differences between Doki Doki Panic and Super Mario 2 is the fact that in Doki Doki Panic, you cannot run. And that, for me at least, I think makes Doki Doki Panic a much more challenging game. Now you can still do the charge jump like you can in Super Mario 2, but the lack of the ability to jump definitely changes things around. Come up here and take on Birdo. So as we're getting ready to finish off Birdo here, we're gonna go to one last game in a second, but just some initial thoughts here. Super comfortable, very responsive. On Super Smash Bros., the S button, for someone like me who doesn't have the moves memorized, Love it, absolutely love it. I do like the overall ergonomics of it. I think it's extremely comfortable. I like the analog sticks, although one thing I will say is I wish there was a little bit more tension on the left stick. That's personal preference. Let's go to the main menu. What's one last game that we can try on here? I do wish that the triggers were analog and not digital, but I understand that that's, you know, it's just the way it is, really. You know, we're going to go to Relic Hunters Remix because this is a great game. Pairing is super easy. I have not charged this yet. This is as it comes out of the box, and so far, no battery issues, no range issues. Overall, just a really pleasant performance. Now, I do wish that the buttons had some kind of shape to them, either concave or convex. I just wish it had something. We will go to the adventure, one player. And this is another one of those, if you've never played Relic Hunters, it's just stupid fun. It's like a modern Smash TV. Like I mentioned, if you are a fan of Smash TV, this is definitely a game you want to check out. There we go. Just the artwork on here, the music is great. Overall, just a great overall fun game. And it's pretty inexpensive. Aquapara Games is the publisher on it and everything. Definitely a fun, just not quite a bullet hell. I mean, just looking at the way that the enemies are, you know, come apart as you destroy them and whatnot. You get extra points for precision kills. Just super, super fun game. All right, I think we're gonna wrap things up at this point because if not, I'm gonna be stuck playing Relic Hunters all night because it is a terrific game and I may be playing this all night and coming back to this anyway. So it's time to wrap things up. So what are my thoughts on the Duelist controller from Retro Fighters? I think it's another great controller from the team at Retro Fighters. It's well balanced, it's comfortable, the analog sticks work well. I like the way that the shoulder buttons work. I do wish these were analog. That's me though, I play a lot of racing games. I understand I'm in the minority, and for most people, having digital versus analog, not a major deal there. The S button, the smash button, for me, again, as someone who is not a Smash enthusiast, it's one of those where it is better for me. I can play the game better having that button on there. I do wish that they would introduce new colors. I understand that the indigo is kind of the staple in the GameCube library. I'm hoping down the road that we do get to see some other fun colors because there were more than just the indigo color GameCubes. No keychain, womp womp. It's just one of those things that I always like the little figures that they have on the keychain. So, but overall, very, very good controller. And it is something that while it is focused on the Smash Brothers market, it is not specifically exclusive to that market. You can use this as just a regular everyday controller for the Nintendo Switch, and it's a heck of a lot less expensive than the Pro controller. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But these are just my opinions. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Is this something that, you know, did you hear about the Kickstarter? Oh, that's another thing. I'm glad that they kind of bypassed Kickstarter and just coming straight to retail so you don't have to wait. Is this something that, again, you saw on the Kickstarter and were interested in? Were you disappointed that they delayed it? Did you know that they were even still working and developing it? Obviously, I did because, like I say, I did some of the testing on right here. Not going to show you the front of it. It looks pretty much the same as this. But it's one of those that I'm glad that they took the extra time to refine this. Now, if you do want to pick one of these up, this is coming at the time of this video. It is not up there yet, but this will be coming to CastlemaniaGames.com. The nice thing over there too, his feature called Castle Cash, where the more you spend, the more you earn towards rewards points, and Castle Cash, it is just like cash. So if you've got 20 bucks in Castle Cash, you got 20 bucks to spend at the castle. Plus, use promo code ROCKSOLID10 and you can save 10% off of most items on the website. Thank you, Ryan, for going ahead and providing that for our viewers. Now, if you do have any other comments or questions, you can also go ahead and email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. You can send me a message on Twitter at RockSolidStudios. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/RockSolidProductions and Instagram at instagram.com/RockSolidProductionsGK. Now, we have a ton of videos on the channel featuring Retro Fighters products. Make sure you check out our dedicated Retro Fighters playlist, and do me a huge favor too. If you like what you see here, you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. That way every time we upload new content, you are kept informed and up to date. And like I say, this is really a cool controller, and if you want to see videos on more cool controllers from Retro Fighters, those are coming up for you right now. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to support the future of Rock Solid Productions, you can do so by visiting our Patreon page at patreon.com/rocksolid. For as little as $1 a month, $12 a year, you'll get early access to all of our video content, exclusive content, and a whole lot more. You can also become a channel member here on YouTube for as little as $1.99 a month, and with that, you get a badge next to your name when you comment or post on the channel, and you are acknowledged whether you are a channel member or a Patreon supporter at the end of each and every one of our videos. You can also support the channel by visiting our Teespring store on screen now, where we have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, masks, cell phone cases, and much more. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.